Guys, we're back. Harvey's dead. But we got a thing from Shelby, like, I don't know what to say, like, rest in peace, Harvey, bro. I can't believe Matthew killed Harvey, bro. I just don't know. Shelby sat alone at a table in the corner of the bustling cafe, idly stirring her latte as she watched the world go by. Lost in her own thoughts, she barely noticed the man who approached her table, his presence only registering when he spoke. "Mind if I join you?" the man asked, his voice smooth and confident. Shelby glanced up, meeting his gaze with a mixture of curiosity and weariness. He was tall and well dressed, with piercing that seemed to straight through her. Despite herself, she found herself nodding in agreement. "Sure, go ahead," she replied, gesturing to the empty chair opposite her. The man smiled, taking his seat with an easy grace that spoke of confidence. "I'm Malone," he introduced himself, extending a hand across the table. "Shelby," she replied, shaking his hand with a polite nod. As they settled in the conversation, Shelby found herself drawn in by Malone's easy charm and quick wit. They talked about everything and nothing, their laughter mingling with the soft hum of the cafe around them. But beneath the surface there was an unspoken tension, a sense that there was more to Malone than met the eye. Shelby couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something, but there was a darkness lurking just beneath his charming facade. As their conversation continued, Shelby couldn't help but wonder, who was Malone really, and what secrets lay hidden behind his charming smile? How am I meant to know? Explain that to me, Jack. How am I meant to know? Guys, we're back. Let's see what's going on. As their conversation mindered on, Malone and Shelby found themselves exchanging stories and anecdotes, gradually peeling back the layers of their respective lives. They laughed, they shared, and they connected in a way that felt surprisingly natural. As the afternoon sun dipped lower in the sky, casting a warm glow over the cafe, Shelby couldn't help but feel a sense of comfort in Malone's presence. There was something about him that put her at ease, something that made her want to open up and share even more. But as their conversation turned to a more personal topic, Shelby found herself hesitating, a lingering sense of caution tugging at the edges of her mind. She has been burned before, had trusted too easily, and left with nothing but shattered illusions. "I want to take things slow," she said. She found herself saying. Her voice tingled with uncertainty. Malone nodded, his expression thoughtful. "I understand," he replied, his gaze raining. "We'll take things at whatever pace feels right for you." And in that moment, Shelby felt a flicker of hope ignite within her, a tentative belief, and maybe, just maybe, she had found someone worth taking a chance on after Victor Malgore. Come on, I thought they met in a cafe as well. But he offered her drugs. As they finished their drinks and prepared to part ways, Shelby couldn't shake the feeling that their encounter with Malone was just the beginning of something new and unexpected. And as she walked away from the cafe, she couldn't help but wonder what adventures may lay ahead for her and Malone, and where could their journey take them next. Well, I suppose it's alright to give it a go. Guys, we're back, and holy crap. Wow. After Jennifer getting out of prison, it was all happy. So we're going to see what happens next. So I think it's something about Shelby and Malone. We don't know a lot about Malone. Last time we saw him was the start of the year. Jeez, what happened? Right. As Shelby sat across from Malone in the cafe, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Despite his charming demeanour and easy smile, there was a shadow lurking behind his eyes, a hint of unease that tugged at her intuition. "Is everything alright, Malone?" Shelby asked, her voice tinged with concern. Malone hesitated for a moment before offering her a reassuring smile. "Of course, Shelby. Why do you ask?" Shelby studied him for a moment, searching for any signs of deception. But his expression remained composed. Yet, she couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something from her. "I don't know," she replied honestly. "It just feels like there's something you're not telling me." Malone's smile faltered slightly, but he quickly regained his composure. "You're imagining things, Shelby. I'm an open book." Despite his reassurances, Shelby couldn't shake the feeling of unease that settled in the pit of her stomach. She had a mental note to keep an eye on Malone, determined to uncover the truth behind his guarded facade. It is a wee bit weird when a person like this comes into Melodrama. It's like sus. Like, it's different for, like, when Clara and Joseph arrive, you know what I mean? Because we already knew the Felicios. Like, we know that, you know what I mean? And when the Robinsons came, we already knew Jordan for a while. So it's different like that, but when there's a whole character we don't know about, it's sketchy. And the way he's so nice, is Malone hiding something? Guys, we're back with Malone. I don't know what's going on. As Malone spent time with Trenton's son, baby Andrew, at the Robinson house, there was an eerie tension in the air. Malone's demeanour seemed unusually intense, and his interactions with baby Andrew were peculiar. Despite baby Andrew's innocent babbling and playful gestures, Malone remained distant. His gaze often drifting off into the distance as if lost in thought. At times he would mutter under his breath, his words too faint for baby Andrew to comprehend. Trenton observed Malone's behaviour with a furrowed brow, sensing that something was amiss. He couldn't shake the feeling that Malone was hiding something, a dark secret that threatened to unravel any moment. We know he's hiding something. As the hours passed, the atmosphere grew increasingly tense, casting his shadow over what was supposed to be a simple visit. Trenton couldn't help but wonder what Malone was hiding and how it might affect baby Andrew and Shelby's and his mother's safety. It is a bit weird. Like, there's two people that's thinking. It's not like, oh my god, he's coming in and like real shifty or something. It's the way, like, think Victor Malgrave. Remember? I just don't want to see Shelby hurt again, bro. I don't. Blake, Victor Malgrave, you know what I mean? And Malone would say, like, I want Shelby to have a happy ending. Shelby always has bad stuff happen there and I don't like it, but is Malone hiding something? Trenton thinks so. Alright, we're back. Malone sat at a secluded table in the corner of the cafe, his eyes scanning the room for any signs of surveillance. He had arranged to meet with a mysterious girl. Someone who seemed to hold secrets that could unravel his carefully constructed facade. I knew he was hiding something. As she approached, Malone's demeanour shifted, his guard instantly rising. The girl's presence excluded an air of mystery, her eyes holding a depth that hinted at hidden knowledge. They exchanged cautious greetings, their conversation veiled in cryptic phrases and subtle gestures. Malone's senses were on high alert, weary of any slip-up that could expose his secrets to the world. Is he married? He could be married. Maybe that's his secret. But that's not... I know it's really bad, like, but I mean, it's not bad up there with bad, like, serial killer or anything like that, like mafia or anything, but what is Malone? Like, who is this mysterious girl? Who is she? Who is she? Guys, I think we're back with Malone, guys. I don't know what's going on this thing. Malone glanced around the dimly lit cafe, his eyes scanning the room for any prying eyes or listening ears. Satisfied that they were alone, he leaned in closer to the mysterious girl seated across from him. Yeah, who is this girl? Maybe find out. No one can find out. He reiterated in a hushed tone, his voice laced with urgency. This is too risky, too dangerous. We have to keep it between us. The mysterious girl didn't nod. Her expression was readable as she absorbed his words. I understand. We can't afford any slip-ups. We have to be careful. What? Malone nodded in agreement, a flicker of unease crossing his features. The stakes were high, and one wrong move could unravel everything they had worked so hard to achieve. As they exchanged worried glances, a sense of appreciation settled over them like a dark cloud, casting a shadow over their clandestine meeting. They both knew that their secrets were dangerous, but they were determined to keep them hidden at any cost. Who is this girl? Who is this mysterious girl? What the... What is Malone hiding? Guys, we're back. And seriously, I think Malone's secret's about to be revealed. Malone's heart raced. Malone's heart raced as he stood before the mysterious girl, who was now revealed to be only 17 years old. Are you actually kidding me? The shock of the revelation hit him like a ton of bricks, and he struggled to process the implications of what he had just learned. You're just a kid, Malone whispered, his voice barely above a hoarse whisper. The weight of his own actions bore down on him heavily, the guilt threatening to overwhelm him. The girl's eyes held a mixture of defiance and vulnerability as she looked up at him. I may be young, but I'm not stupid, she said, her voice steady despite the turmoil swirling inside her. I know what you did, Malone. I know you left us. What? Malone's throat felt dry as he struggled to find the right words to respond. He never had intended for things to turn out this way, but now faced with the consequences of his past actions, he knew he could not hide any longer. I'm sorry, he said, the words coming out in a hoarse whisper. I should have been there for you and Peggy. I should have been a better dad. But as the girl's expressions remained passive, her eyes betraying none of the emotions swirling inside her. Sorry doesn't change anything, she said quietly. You can't just walk back into our lives and expect everything to be okay. Malone knew she was right. He had a long way to go if he ever wanted to make amends for the pain he had caused. But he looked up at the girl standing before him. He knew that he couldn't give up. He owed it to her and to Peggy. He's the father of it, and she's only 7. Malone's secret reveal. Oh, she's a beta. Guys, we're back. In a shocking turn of events, Malone's carefully concealed plan unfurled as he orchestrated the unthinkable, the kidnapping of baby Andrew. What? With calculated precision, he executed his sinister scheme, snatching the innocent child from the safety of his home and vanishing into the night. The sudden disappearance sent shockwaves through the community, igniting a frantic search as panic and desperation gripped those left behind. Shelby, overcome with grief and dread, could scarcely comprehend the nightmare unfolding before her eyes as she realised her beloved grandson had been taken away from her. As the hours stretched into agonising eternity, Shelby's anguish deepened. Each passing moment a tormenting reminder of the worst fears, and realised that amidst the crowds, Malone lurked in the shadows, his dark intentions shrouded in mystery, his motives unfathomable. With baby Andrew's fate hanging out precisely in the balance, the face to unravel the truth and bring him home safely intensified, the stakes higher than ever before. And as the search for answers began, one chilling question loomed ominously overhead. What twisted fate awaited the innocent child of the hands of his captive? Bro, what does he want with baby Andrew? What the fuck? Malone's pure evil. To be continued. Guys, we're back. Let's see what's going on. Baby Andrew's been kidnapped by Malone. Everything's going on. In the dim light of the forest, Trenton's footsteps echoed against the trees, each one a desperate plea for his son's safe return. His heart pounded with fear as he pushed through the dense underbrush. His breath coming in ragged gasp as he scanned the shadows for any sign of baby Andrew. Branches snagged at his clothes, scratching his skin and tearing at his resolve, but Trenton pressed on, his determination unyielding. In the face of uncertainty, with every passing moment, the weight of his son's absence bore down on him. A crushing burden that threatened to consume him whole. Suddenly a glimmer of hope pierced the darkness, a faint cry echoing through the trees. Faint but unmistakable, Trenton's heart leaped in his chest as he followed the sound, his pace quickening with renewed determination. But as he faced the source of the cry, his hopes were dashed. Baby Andrew was not there. Instead, all he found was an abandoned toy, its bright colours dark against the muted tones of the forest floor. The realisation hit him like a physical blow, a wave of despair crashing over him as he sank to his knees, his breath coming in ragged gasp. The forest closed in around him, its oppressive silence a stark contrast to the chaos raging within his mind. Trenton clenched his fist, his eyes burning with unshed tears as he struggled to come to terms with the reality of his son's disappearance. To be continued. Prayers for baby Andrew. Guys, Malone kidnapped baby Andrew. What is going on? Amidst the chaos infused with baby Andrew's sudden disappearance, Trenton's frantic search intensified, his heart pounding with fear and desperation as he scoured every corner in a relentless quest to find his son. With each passing moment, his anger was deepened, fueled by the nagging uncertainty of baby Andrew's whereabouts and the gnawing dread of what might befall him. Meanwhile, Jill, though not the mother, shared in Trenton's anguish. Her heart ached for her dear friend and the child who had been captured by the affection of all who knew him. As the hours stretched on, she stood by Trenton's side, offering what little comfort she could amidst the turmoil. Her own sense of helplessness mirrored in his anguished eyes. Unbeknownst to them, a sinister presence lurked in the shadows, its dark intentions surrounded it secretly as it plotted its next move. With police on high alert and tensions running high, the truth behind baby Andrew's disappearance remained elusive, causing a dark shadow of uncertainty. Of course, we know it's Malone. As the search for baby Andrew intensified, Trenton and Jill found themselves drawn deeper into a web of deceit and betrayal. Their resolve tested as they faced the harrowing reality that someone they trusted harboured dark and dangerous secrets. And as the truth slowly unraveled, they would come to realise that the greatest threat may lie closer to home than ever imagined. Yeah, Malone is literally living with them. To be continued. Right guys, we're back with the kidnapping. It's getting crazy now. As baby Andrew played innocently amidst the dimly lit shadows of the warehouse, Malone's gaze darkened with determination. With a sense of ominous resolve, he leaned in closer to the child, his voice barely above a whisper as he uttered words tingling with foreboding. "When they know the truth," Malone murmured, his tone laced with an unsettling edge that sent shivers down his spine. "Things will never be the same." The air seemed to thicken with tension as Malone's words hung ominously in the air, the gravity of his intentions casting a chilling pall over the warehouse. And as baby Andrew continued to play, unaware of the danger lurking just beyond his grasp, Malone's dark plans loomed ever closer to fruition, promising a bright wrought with uncertainty and prayer. What does he hide? Why did he take baby Andrew? Why is the camera like so like dark? I don't know if it is. It just looks so dark. Prayers go out. Guys, we're back and I think this melodrama is going to be the biggest melodrama in years. In a quiet moment alone with baby Andrew, Malone feels the weight of his revelation pressing heavily upon him. Though Andrew may be too young to fully comprehend the gravity of the truth about to be unveiled, Malone knows that this moment will shape their lives in ways he cannot yet fathom. "Andrew," Malone begins, his voice gentle yet tingled with sadness. "There's something I need to tell you." He kneels down beside the young child, his heart heavy with the weight of the words he is about to speak. "Even though you're little, you should know that I'm your dad." Malone says softly, his eyes meeting Andrew's. "I've been watching over you for years and now I want to be part of your life. And Trenton is not your biological father." No, but a cop. No. 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 No, I'm about to actually clap. No, but a clap. No, this can't. That is impossible. Kyra is baby Andrew's mother, and Trenton is the father. There's no possible way Malone's the father. He's a... Come on. What? There's no connection there. He's lying. There's no way. If there is somewhat truth in this. Hi. We better get flashbacks or something. What? No, baby Andrew has literally turned 3 years old. Like, he's 3 years and 1 month old. There's no way of this whole time, basically 4 years, that we've been lied to. No, I'm actually about it. No, I can't. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no, look. There's actually no way. There's no connection. There's no connection. Where is Malone fit into this? There's no connection. Trent is the father. There's no connection. It's impossible. It's impossible. Guys, we're back, and seriously, it's flashback week. I'm still struggling to compress literally the death, or not the death, I mean the realisation that Malone is baby Andrew's father. We're going to have flashbacks over this week to see what really happened. And let's see. In the waning days of the end of 2022, Malone found himself wandering the sunlit streets of Bondi Beach, the vibrant energy of Australia's coastline pulsating around him. Amidst the hustle and bustle of holiday crowds, he spotted a young girl, her eyes alive with curiosity and wonder. That must be Kyra, is it? She couldn't have been more than 13, her tousled hair catching the sunlight as she skipped along this sandy shore. Intrigued by her carefree demeanour, Malone approached her, struck by the innocence and purity radiating from her. Their conversation was filled with warmth, as if the universe had conspired to bring them together for just a fleeting moment. In that instant, Malone felt a connection unlike any he had experienced before. A spark of recognition that transcended age and circumstance. As they parted ways, Malone couldn't shake the feeling that their encounter was somehow fated. A summer's meeting that would linger in his memory long after the sun had set on Bondi Beach. Like, am I right? But I know this is a big dark thing to talk about now. But I mean, who doesn't like when a melodrama is on location, you know? Like, far away from the actual village, like, you know? Like, I know these are, like, Australia, when Luke, I know it was bad, but when Luke was away in Italy, you know what I mean? It's weird, but, and then when Sammy was in New York that time and all that, it's on location and it's fine, but what's going to happen next? Guys, it's part 2 of Flashback Week. Let's go on. As Flashback Week continues, Malone met Kyra at a bar. After having a few talks, they ended the night in bed together. So it is true. It really is true. The next day, when Malone woke up, Kyra was not with him. Bro, this Malone, guys. This is bad. This is really bad. As Kyra went on a few days without getting in contact with Malone, she knew that at some point she had to tell him something important. Something that would change their lives forever. Oh gosh. This cannot be right. I'm sorry, but it cannot be. She cannot be. So this is... Wait, so I'm curious. So this is the end of 2022. So this is before... Because remember, Kyra made her first appearance in a stream. I remember it was like a Sunday Blues or something. Way back at like June 2021. So this is the end. So... And I don't think she was in America. So was she living in Australia and then moved to America and then left again in 2023 back to where she came from? This is bad. We need to see what happens next. Right, guys, the flashbacks are literally going on. As the Flashback week continues. Kyra nervously approaches Malone, her heart pounding with anticipation. Malone, she begins, her voice barely above a whisper. There's something I need to tell you. Malone's eyes widen with concern as he waits for her to continue. Taking a deep breath, Kyra finally blurts out, I'm pregnant. Up! Malone's jaw drops in shock as he tries to process the news. For a moment, the world seems to stand still as they both grapple with the reality of their situation. Finally, Malone reaches out and gently takes Kyra's hand in his own, offering her silent reassurance and support. In that moment, despite the uncertainty and fear running around them, they both know that they will face whatever comes their way together. Oh my God, are you actually kidding me? So it is true. After them having the one night stand yesterday. No. This is bad. To be continued. Guys, flashback week continues. As flashback week unfolds, Kyra finds herself overwhelmed with emotions as she packs her bags for the journey to America. I knew it, I called it. Her heart heavy with the weight of her decision. She knows that leaving Australia behind means leaving behind everything she's ever known. With each item she carefully places into her suitcase, memories flood back to her. The laughter shared with friends, the warmth of her family's embrace, and the dreams she held once held dear. But now, as she prepares to embark on this new chapter of her life, uncertainty hangs in the balance like a heavy fog. As the plane takes off, Kyra gazes out the window, watching as the familiar landscapes of her homeland disappear beneath the clouds. In their place, a world of unknown stretches out before her, filled with both promise and tribulation. But deep down, amidst the whirlwind of emotions, Kyra clings to a glimmer of hope that perhaps, in this new land across the ocean, she'll find the strength and courage to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Remember, she's pregnant with baby Andrew at this point, so it's Malone's baby. So that means she slept with... I'd be going to say that tomorrow, but... Aha! It's coming to the end of flashback week, and... To be continued. Guys, we're back for the penultimate episode of flashback week. Right. In a quiet solitude of the night, Kyra finds herself drawn to Trenton once again, her heart torn between the past and the present. As they lie together in the darkness, old memories flood back, reminding them of the love they once shared. Their bodies move in sync, guided by the familiarity of years past. As they take solace in each other's arms, in the gentle caress of Trenton's touch, Kyra finds a sense of comfort and familiarity, fleeting reminder of the life they once dreamed of together. Yet, even as they share the intimate moment, the weight of their shared history hangs heavy in the air, casting a shadow over the reunion. Beneath the surface, unresolved emotions simmer, threatening to boil over and shatter the fragile peace they have found in each other's embrace. As the night wears on, they cling to each other with a desperation both born of longing and regret. Their bodies entwined in a bittersweet embrace, and as the first light of the dawn creeps through the window, they find themselves drawn once again at a crossroads, uncertain of what the future holds, but bound together by the ties of him. So tomorrow, or Monday when you see it, it's going to be the finale of Flashback. To be continued. Right guys, it's the finale of Flashback. Let's see what's going on. As Kyra shares the news of her pregnancy with Trenton, so she just went in perfect. She embraces herself at his reaction, knowing that their history together hangs in the balance. Trenton listens intensely, is expressing a mixture of surprise and concern as the weight of her words sink in. For a moment there is silence between them, heavy with unspoken truths and unanswered questions. Then, with a determined look in her eyes, Kyra takes a deep breath and continues. I'm pregnant, Trenton. The revelation hangs in the air, a profound and unsettling realization that reverberates through the room. Trenton's initial shock gives way to a mixture of emotions, surprise, uncertainty, and a flicker of hope. In that moment, the fragile thread that binds them together tightens, woven that the complexity of their shared past, and as Kyra's confession lingers, the truth of her unborn child's paternity remains a silent perspective, looming over their uncertain future. So she knew the whole time. She lied. So Malone is baby Andrew's. Guys, flashback week is over and we're back to the future, the present, not the future, what am I saying, the present. In a tender moment, Malone knees down to baby Andrew's level, his heart heavy with the weight of his revelation. With a gentle smile, he reached out to brush the stray lock of hair from Andrew's forehead, his voice soft yet filled with conviction. "Hey there, little buddy," Malone begins, his tone warm and reassuring. "I've got something important to tell you. You see, you and me, we're connected in a special way. You're not just anyone's son, you're my son." Andrew looks up at Malone with wide, curious eyes, his small hand reaching out to grasp Malone's finger. There's a fleeting moment of understanding that passes between them, a bond forged in the simple truth of their connection. "And you know what?" Malone continues, his voice tingling with emotion. "No matter what happens, I'll always be here for you. You're the most important thing in the world to me, Andrew." Ah! As Andrew gazes up at his father, a sense of warmth and belonging washes over him, an unspoken reassurance that lingers in the air like a promise of love and protection. And in that quiet moment, father and son share a bond that transcends words, a bond built on the foundation of unconditional love and unwavering devotion. Malone is evil. I was baby Andrew's godfather, bro. Guys, the search for baby Andrew continues as the Bales and Robinsons literally try and do something. With a reassuring hand on Shelby's shoulder, Toby meets her gaze with unwavering determination in his eyes. He's an evil bitch as well. "We're going to find Andrew, Shelby, I promise you," he says firmly, his voice steady despite the worry that gnaws at his inside. "We won't stop until he's back safe and sound with his dad." Shelby looks up at Toby, her eyes filled with a mixture of fear and hope. She nods slowly, taking comfort in his words and the strength of his conviction. "I believe you, Toby," she says, her voice barely above a whisper. "Let's bring him home." Together, they share a silent vow to do whatever it takes to reunite baby Andrew with his family, the determination fueling their resolve as they embark on the daunting task ahead. What a summer, am I right? Did anyone expect this to be summer? Not really. To be continued. Guys, Malone approaches the check-in counter with Andrew in tow. Oh God. His grip firm but gentle as he navigates the crowded airport. As the waiting line, Malone steals glances at his son, whose eyes wide take in flurry of activity around them. "Almost there, buddy," Malone whispers, offering Andrew a reassuring smile. Andrew responds with a toothy grin, oblivious to the gravity of their situation. Finally, they reach the check-in counter, and Malone presents their tickets to the attendant. As their luggage is processed and boarding passes are issued, Malone's heart races with anticipation and anxiety. He knows that their journey home is fraught with danger, but he is determined to see it through for Andrew's sake. With their boarding passes in hand, Malone leads Andrew toward the departure gate. He can feel the weight of responsibility bearing down on him, but refuses to let cloud his resolve. As they approach the gate, Malone takes a deep breath, stilling himself for the chances ahead. "We're almost there, Andrew," he says, his voice steady despite the turmoil raging within him. "Just a little longer and we'll be on our way home to Australia." With Andrew's hand clasped firmly in his own. Malone waits patiently for their flight to begin boarding, knowing that the journey is only begun. No! Bro, if they leave, that's it! There's no way he's going to change his identity, he's going to change anything. If they leave that thing and they get in the plane and that's it, there's no way of getting in contact with Malone or baby Andrew again. That's it. Please, Shelby, find them. Guys, we're back. Oh my god, shoot's going down. Shelby's heart pounds her release as she spots Malone across the crowded airport terminal. Oh shoot! She's found him. Oh my god. Rushing towards him, her eyes fix her on the familiar figure holding a small child's hand. Malone! She calls out, her voice trembling with emotion. Malone turns to face her, its expression a mask of concern and sympathy. Shelby, he says softly, his tongue tingling with urgency. I found him. I found Andrew. He's going to use that card, isn't he? Tears of gratitude well up in Shelby's eyes as she reaches Malone, enveloping him in a tight embrace. Thank you, she whispers, a voice choked with emotion. Thank you for bringing him back to me. Malone returns the embrace, his arms wrapped protectively around Shelby as he holds her close. In that moment, he feels a pang of guilt for deceiving her, but he pushes it aside, knowing that his actions are driven by a desperate need to protect Andrew. As they stand there locked in an embrace, Shelby's gratitude washes over Malone like a wave, momentarily easing the burden of his deception, but deep down he knows that their reunion is built on a foundation of lies and that the truth will eventually come to light. Bro! Wow, it's finally over. I've had enough of the last 3 weeks were just insane. Flashback week, baby Andrew's kidnapped. What happens next? Let's see next week. Guys, we're back. What's going on now? Malone's voice echoed through the small apartment building as he banged on the door of Peggy's mother. Oh, is that girl? His frustration boiling over him. Open up, he demanded, his voice tone laced with anger and desperation. I need to see my daughter. The door swung open, revealing Peggy's mother standing on the threshold, her expression a mixture of surprise and opposition. Malone, what are you doing here? She asked, her voice tinged with concern. Ignoring her question, Malone pushed past her into the apartment, his eyes scanning the room for any sign of Peggy. Where is she? He demanded, his voice rising with each word. Where is my daughter? Peggy's mother hesitated, her gaze flickering nervously between Malone and the door. She's not here, she finally admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Fury surged through Malone as he advanced on her, his fist clenched at his sides. Oh my god, he's evil. What do you mean she's not here? He roared, his voice reverberating off the walls. Where is she? Peggy's mother recoiled, her eyes widened with fear as Malone loomed over her. I sent her away, she stammered, her voice trembling. I couldn't handle it anymore, Malone. I couldn't handle you. Malone's anger gave way to a cold, steely determination as he stared down at Peggy's mother. You have no right to keep her from me, he said, his voice low and dangerous. She's my daughter and I will do whatever it takes to be a part of my life. With those words, Malone turned on his heel and stormed out of the apartment, his mind racing with the thoughts of Peggy and the lengths he would go to protect her. He knew that he had to find her no matter what it took. He's evil. Keep her away from him. Guys, we're back. I heard there's an exit this episode. I don't know who it is, but we're probably saying goodbye to someone. It's time to say goodbye. As the departure gate loomed ahead, Peggy clung to her mother's hand, her eyes filled with uncertainty and sadness. Beside them, her mother's expression was equally somber, her features etched with a mixture of resignation and regret. The PA system crackled to life, announcing the final boarding call for their flight. With a heavy sigh, Peggy's mother bent down to gather their belongings, her movements slow and deliberate. Peggy, honey, she murmured, her voice tingled with sadness. It's time to go. Peggy nodded silently, her gaze fixed on the ground. As they made their way toward the gate, the bustling airport terminal seemed to blur around them. As they stepped onto the jet bridge, the roar of the engines drowning out the sounds of the bursting crowd. Peggy forced a smile. It's just the two of us. I know, Mum, she replied, her voice barely above a whisper, but I'll miss him. Tears welled up in her mother's eyes as she pulled Peggy into a tight embrace. With one final lingering look out the window, Peggy's mother squeezed her daughter's hand tightly. silently promising to keep her safe no matter what lay ahead. And as the plane taxied down the runway and soared into the sky, Peggy closed her eyes, her heart heavy the weight of their departure, but deep down she knew no matter where life took them, they would always have each other. It's over. Goodbye. We didn't even find out her name, but that's it. As much as guys, we're back. I don't know what's going on. Malone sat alone in his dimly lit house, a malevolent glint in his eyes as he devised his sinister plan to destroy Shelby Lane. His mind churned with devious thoughts as he plotted each murder, reveling in his power he would wield over his unsuspecting victim. With a cruel smirk playing on his lips, Malone began to piece together the intricate web of lies and deceit that would ultimately lead to Shelby's downfall. He knew exactly which strings to pull and which buttons to push to unravel her life, leaving her broken and undefeated in its wake. As he scribbled notes and drew diagrams on his scraps of paper, Malone's expression twisted into one of twisted satisfaction. He relished the thought of watching Shelby's world crumble around her by taking her grandson from him. Actually, I just realised it's not hers. With a cold determination burning his heart, Malone resolved to see his scheme through to the bitter end. And as he put the finishing touches on his diabolical plot, he knew that nothing would stand in his way as he set out to destroy Shelby Lane once and for all. Evil man! Guys, we're back with a brand new Melodrama. We're in a different place today, but that doesn't stop anything, bro. That doesn't stop nothing. We are back with Melodrama, and seriously, it looks like stuff's going down with flipping Shelby. So yeah, let's move the thing here. We got some messages to talk about today, so let's just see what's going on. Malone's proposal hung in the air like a heavy fog, suffocating Shelby with its unexpectedness. She blinked, momentarily stunned by the audacity of his request. Her mind raced as she struggled to comprehend the implications of his words. Malone, this is unexpected, Shelby stammered, her voice tinged with uncertainty. She shifted uncomfortably under his intense gaze, a knot forming in the pit of her stomach. But Malone remained undeterred, his eyes burning with determination as he reached for her hand. I know it's sudden, Shelby, but I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, he insisted, his words laced with a deceptive sincerity. Shelby felt a flicker of doubt creep into her mind, a whisper of warning urging her to tread carefully. She has always been wary of Malone's intentions. But in that moment, his proposal felt like a trap closing in around her. I need time to think, she finally managed to reply, pulling her hand away from his grasp, her heart pounding in her chest as she grappled with the weight of his words, unsure of the path she would choose. Malone's smile faltered for just a moment, a shadow of disappointment flitting across his face, but then, with a ease, he masked his emotions behind a mask of indifference. Of course, take all the time you need, he said smoothly, though the glint in his eyes betrayed it, but just so you know that my offer stands, I'll be waiting for your answer. Guys, can we just stop a second? We all know Malone is purely evil. We can see how evil Malone is. He's purely evil, and he needs to be stopped. We've had villains before, and we've had villains that have been taken down. Malone. What is up, guys, and welcome back. We are back. And seriously, Malone seems to be continuing to manipulate Shelby. And seriously, it's starting to get a bit annoying, because we know what Malone is capable of. He kidnapped baby Andrew. He is baby Andrew's true father, which is still one of the twists I'm still trying to get over. But we know what he's capable of, and he wants to destroy the Bales family. So let's see what's going on. As Shelby processed Malone's unexpected proposal, his next request landed like a heavy weight on her already burdened shoulders. The mere thought of leaving the familiar comfort of the Robinson house sent a shiver down her spine, but she couldn't ignore the unsettling feeling gnawing at the edges of her mind. Move in with you? Shelby echoed, her voice tinged with disbelief. She couldn't shake the nagging suspicion that Malone had an ulterior motive behind his sudden desire to merge their lives. He's asking to move it. Nah. Malone's expressions remained impassive, but there was a giant glint of urgency in his eyes as he spoke. Yes, Shelby, I want us to be together, to start fresh in a place where we can build our future without any distractions, he urged, his words laced with a persuasive charm. Despite his convincing demeanour, Shelby couldn't shake the feeling of unease settling in the pit of her stomach. She knew Malone had a darker side, a side he kept hidden behind a facade of charm and care. So she's starting to maybe see his true colours. I don't know, Malone, she replied hesitatingly, her mind racing with uncertainty. The idea of moving in with him felt like stepping into the unknown, a leap of faith she wasn't sure she was ready to take. But Malone's gaze bore into her with an intensity that made her pulse quicken. Think about it, Shelby. We could have everything we've ever wanted. Together, he urged, his voice low. As Shelby glanced around the familiar surroundings of the Robinson house, a sense of nostalgia washed over her. The place held so many memories, both good and bad, and the thought of leaving it behind filled her with oppression. But as she met Malone's gaze, a spark determined his flicker of life within her. She couldn't let her distraction. Okay, Malone, she finally said, her voice steady despite the uncertainty swirling within her. I'll move in with you. Are you kidding me? Shelby! Oh my god. Nah. Malone is manipulating Shelby so bad right now. What is his gain like? I'm actually curious. What the flip is his gain here? What is he gaining here? Like, remember, a few days ago, no, how long ago was it? A week or two ago? I don't know. But he said that he wanted to destroy Shelby. You know what I mean? So, what's this do? Take her and make her lose everything? Malone's evil. He needs to be stopped. Guys, we're back. Welcome. A new week is here of Melodrama. Let's see what's going on. Seems like Shelby is telling Jill about her moving in with Malone, so maybe Jill Robinson will finally tell Shelby not to move in, okay? But people are being easily blinded by the truth by Malone. So, let's just see what's going on. With a heavy heart and a tangle of conflicting emotions, Shelby summoned the courage to face Jill and break the news of her impending departure. As she approached Jill, who was busy tending to some paperwork in the living room of the Robinson house, Shelby's resolve wavered, but she knew she had to follow through with her decision. Jill, she began tentatively, her voice barely above a whisper. I need to talk to you. Jill looked up, her expression softening as she sensed the gravity of Shelby's tone. What is it, Shelby? Is everything okay? She asked, concern etched in her features. Shelby took a deep breath, steeling herself for the difficult conversation ahead. I've made a decision, she said, her voice steady despite the turmoil raging within her. I'm moving out. Jill's eyes widened in surprise, and for a moment Shelby feared she would try to convince her to stay, but instead Jill's gaze softened with understanding, and she nodded slowly. I see, she said, her tone gentle. Is there a reason why? Shelby hesitated, unsure of how much to reveal. She couldn't bring herself to admit the true extent. Not when she still harboured. Wait, it's just time for a change, she replied evasively, offering Jill a weak smile. Jill studied her for a moment, her expression thoughtful. Well, Shelby, I want you to know that you'll always have a home here, she said, reaching out to place a resting hand on Shelby's shoulder. But if this is what you need to do, then I support you. Thank you, Jill, she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. That means more to me than you'll ever know. As Shelby turned to leave the room, a sense of bittersweet nostalgia washed over her. Leaving the Robinson house would be no easy feat, but she knew it was a necessary step on her journey towards independence and self-discovery. And with Jill's support guiding her, she felt a flicker. I'm sorry, but literally, I have to say, they're the best friendship in Melodrama. Don't even lie, Jill Robinson and Shelby Bales are the best friendship ever. Like seriously, they've helped for each other. They're definitely the best thing. But seriously, it seems like Jill's also been manipulated by Malone. Seriously, what is Malone like? Bro, I'm sorry, but who does Malone think she is? Whoa, what? Okay, anyway, we'll have to see what Malone does next. Seriously, it's getting crazy. Guys, we're back, and I think Malone is doing something. So, let's see. With a calculating glint in his eyes, Malone paced back and forth in the dimly lit apartment, his mind consumed with thoughts of reclaiming what he believed to be rightfully his. Baby Andrew. The child was his flesh and blood, his son, and he refused to let anyone, least of all Trenton, stand in his way. As he mulled over his options, a sinister smile crept across Malone's lips. He knew he had to proceed with caution, but he was determined to orchestrate his plan flawlessly. Baby Andrew belonged with him, and he would stop at nothing to ensure that he was reunited with his son. With a sense of grim determination, Malone reached for his phone, his fingers flying across the screen as he dialed a number he knew all too well. It was time to set his plan into motion, to take back what was rightfully his, no matter the cost. As the call connected, Malone's voice was cold and calculating as he issued his instructions. "I need you to find everything you can about Trenton," he said, his tone devoid of emotion. "I want to know his every move, his every weakness, and most importantly, I want you to know where he's keeping my son." As he hung up the phone, a sense of satisfaction washed over Malone. He was one step closer to achieving his goal, and nothing and no one would stand in his way. Baby Andrew was his, and he would do whatever it took to bring him home. Now, I'm sorry, Trenton, look out. Can we just say Trenton, look out? Because weakness, Trenton's alcoholism, he could really manipulate him and get in a drink and start him back in that addiction. This is bad. Malone might be trying to do weaknesses. Same with Shelby, her drug addiction. She's a drug addict. Well, former drug addict. Malone. Oh my god. If Frank was here, I'm just saying, bro. I know he's in prison now, but if he was there, I feel like he would beat the... I'm not even lying, bro. Like, seriously. Malone. Just wait for your comeuppance. Right, guys, we're back. Oh my god. Malone, shrouded in darkness, his mind a cauldron of sinister thoughts, paces the dimly lit room, his eyes glinting with a maleficent gleam. With plan A thwarted, he knows he must devise a new scheme to achieve his dark desires. Suddenly, inspiration strikes like lightning, illuminating his twisted mind with diabolical revelation. Plan B begins to take shape. Each detail meticulously crafted to ensure maximum devastation. With a malice smirking curling his lips, Malone sets his plan into motion, the echoes of his sinister laughing lingering in the air like a haunting melody. Little does anyone know, the worst is yet to come, as Malone unleashes his most nefarious scheme yet upon the unsuspecting residents of Melodrama Heights. Oh my god, what is going on this week, bro? This might be a big week. What is going on, bro? Malone, you're evil. What is Malone gonna do? What is plan B? What's going on? Trenton, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows, walks along the deserted street, his mind preoccupied with thoughts of his missing son. Suddenly, a dark figure emerges from the darkness, grabbing him from behind with a vice-like grip. Before Trenton can react, he's thrust into the back of a waiting van, the door slamming shut with a resounding thud. Panic courses through his veins as he realizes he's been kidnapped by the nefarious Malone. His worst fears realized in an instant. As the van speeds away into the night, Trenton's desperate cries for help echo unheard of the darkness. Leaving him at the mercy of his sinister captor. The fate of Trenton and the chilling intentions of Malone remain shrouded in uncertainty, casting a foreboding of shadows over Melodrama Heights. To be continued. I'm sorry, but why does Trenton always get himself into trouble around this time of the year? To be continued. Guys, we're back for an After Dark episode. Malone has kidnapped Trenton. Trenton, bound and determined, stands at the edge of the cliff, his eyes narrowed in defiance as Malone steps forward, his sinister presence casting a shadow over the rugged landscape. The wind howls, carrying with it the weight of impending doom. "You've been lying to me all along," Trenton accuses, his voice tinged with anger and betrayal. "You've manipulated everything." "Push him off the cliff, Trenton." Malone smirks, his gaze cold and calculating. "You were always so gullible, Trenton. You never saw him through my facade." As the truth unfolds, Trenton's world crumbles around him. The man he once trusted is revealed to be a master manipulator, pulling the strings of his life and listens. You took my son from me, Trenton growls, his fist clenched in his. You've destroyed everything. Malone's laughter echoes off the cliffs, a chilling sound that sends shivers down Trenton's spine. And what are you going to do about it, Trenton? You're all alone up here at my mercy. But Trenton refuses to back down. With a fierce determination burning in his eyes, he lunges forward, grappling with Malone on the edge of the precinct. He's below fueled by months of pent-up frustration and anger. A desperate attempt to reclaim his stolen life. As their struggle intensifies, the ground beneath them gives way, sending them tumbling over the edge into the abyss below. Their fate hangs in the balance. The outcome of their shadow effect to be continued. What? Oh, they both tumble over the cliff. Are you kidding me? To be continued. Guys, we're back. With a final merciless kick from Malone, Trenton's grip loosens and he plummets down the sheer cliff face. His desperate cries are drowned by a roar of the wind as he hurtles towards the jagged rocks below. As Trenton's life flashes before his eyes, he feels a sense of profound loss and regret. He had fought so hard to protect his son, only to meet his demise at the hands of his greatest enemy. No way, Trenton dead, no fucking way. In the fleeting moments before impact, Trenton's thoughts turn to baby Andrew, the son he will never see again. His heart aches, with memories of Kyer, his alcoholism, Pearl, Jason, and multiple others. With a sickening thud, Trenton's body crashes against the unforgivable rocks. His life extinguished in an instant. These sound echoes through the desert, a grim true set to the brutality of Malone's reign of terror. Above, Malone watches with a cold, his victory complete. With Trenton out of the way, nothing stands between him and his nefarious plans for baby Andrew. As he turns away from the scene of carnage, Malone's eyes gleam with sinister light. With Trenton dead, he is free to continue his reign of terror unchecked, leaving destruction and despair to his fate. The sun on the climb. Next, he is going to the Robinson house. Oh my god, bro! Trenton's dead! No, I can't believe it. There's no way Trenton's actually dead. To be continued. Oh, fudge. I did actually get a thing. Jill's all alone at the Robinson house. No way. Oh god! Alright guys, we're back. With a deafening roar, Malone's car smashes through the gates of the Robinson house, sending splinters of wood flying in all directions. He screeches to a halt in the courtyard, his eyes with desperation as he leaps out of the vehicle and snatches baby Andrew from his crib. As he makes dash for freedom, a figure emerges from the shadows blocking his path. It's Jill Robinson! Her eyes blazing with determination as she confronts the man who has brought so much pain to her family. Stop right there, Malone! Jill's voice cutting through the chaos of the moment. She stands her ground, ready to defend her grandson at any cost. Oh! But Malone is not one to be deterred so easy. With a menacing glint in his eye, he launches forward, intent on breaking free from Jill's grasp and making his escape. The two lock in on in a tense standoff, the air crackling with tension as they size each other up. In that moment, it's clear that the only one of them will emerge victorious from this deadly game of cat and mouse. To be continued. Oh my god, go on, kill him, Joe! Bro, Jill's in danger. Guys, we're back, oh my god. With determination etched on her face, Jill stands her ground, refusing to yield to Malone's threats. She clutches baby Andrew protectively to her chest, shielding him from harm as she faces off against the dangerous man before her. "Over my dead body, Malone." "Oh!" Jill declares, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and resolve. She knows she's standing on the precipice of a dangerous confrontation, but she's willing to risk everything to keep her step-grandson safe. Malone's eyes narrow, his lips curling into a cruel sneer as he realizes that Jill won't be easily intimidated. He will have to kill her. What? He reaches for something concealed beneath his jacket, a glint of metal catching the dim light. Before he can make a move, Jill's hand darts out, grabbing hold of his wrist with a strength born of desperation. She struggles against him, refusing to let her go, her heart pounding in her chest as she fights to protect the innocent life in her arms. Their eyes lock in on a silent battle of wills. The tension between them as they stand locked in a deadly dance. In the end, it's Jill unwavering courage and patience that wins out. With a final definite glare, she stares down Malone, her voice ringing out clear and unwavering. "He's not going anywhere with you, Malone. Not now, not ever." To be continued. Guys, we're back. Oh my god. As Jill stands firm in her resolve, refusing to back down, Malone's eyes flash with rage. With a swift and violent motion, he shoves her forcefully, sending her tumbling down the stairs in a blur of motion of pain. Jill's screams echo through the house as he crashes to the ground, her body racked with agony from the impact. Baby Andrew's cries join her, the sound of his distress adding to the chaos of the moment. For a brief, heart-stopping moment, everything is still. The air was fit with tension. Then, as the reality sets in, panic grips the onlookers who rush to Jill's side. But as they gather around her, it's clear that this is only the beginning of a new nightmare. With Jill lying broken and vulnerable at the foot of the stairs, Malone's sinister presence looms overhead and knocks her out. To be continued. Oh, Malone is really showing his true colours this week. He has killed Trenton, pushed Jill Robinson down the stairs, possibly killed her as well. To be continued. Guys, we're back. As Jill struggles to move amidst the pain coursing through her body, she reaches out for her phone, her trembling fingers fumbling with the buttons as he dials the emergency number. With each passing second, her heart pounds with urgency, knowing that every moment lost could mean the difference between life and death. As the dispatcher answers on the other end, Jill's voice trembles as she tries to convey the gravity of the situation. I need an ambulance," she gasps, the words catching in her throat as she fights to stay conscious. With her strength waning, Jill provides the dispatcher with her address before collapsing back against the cold floor. No. Her breath coming in ragged gasps. In the dim light of the hallway, she can hear the distant wail of sirens growing louder, a glimmer of hope. But even as she helps, Jill knows that danger is far from over. With Malone still at large and baby Andrew in his clutches, the battle for their lives is far from won. To be continued. Melodrama is actually on fire right now. Malone's getting exposed this week. Malone's time's coming to an end. Guys, we're back. Oh my god. Shelby rushes into the hospital room, her heart heavy with concern for her friend. She finds Jill lying on the bed with her face etched with pain and exhaustion. "Jill," she whispers, her voice trembling with emotion as she approaches the bed. "What happened? Are you okay?" Jill musters a weak smile. "It was Malone," she confesses. Her voice barely above a whisper. He took Andrew." Shelby's eyes widen in shock and horror as the gravity of Jill's words sink in. "Malone?" Her reason. But why? What does he want with Andrew?" Jill winces as she shifts on the bed, the pain evident in every movement. "I don't know," she admits. "But we have to find him, Shelby. We have to get Andrew back before it's too late." Determination flashes in Shelby's eyes as she takes Jill's hand in hers. "We will." I won't rest until we bring Andrew home and make Malone pay for what he's done. With that, Shelby turns to leave, her mind already racing with plans and possibilities. But as she steps out into the sturdy hallway, her heart worried. She knows that road ahead will be fraught with danger, and she's ready to confront Malone head on. To be continued. Bro, Shelby, Malone is a very dangerous man. Don't do it. He's already pushed Jill down the stairs, killed Trenton after pushing him over the thing. Oh, like, bro. He has destroyed this family. He slept with Clara. Bro, this is getting crazy. Guys, we're back. Shelby stands at the threshold of Malone's house, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and determination. She knows that confronting him won't be easy, but she's driven by fierce desire to uncover the truth and bring Andrew home safely. With a deep breath, she pushes open the door and steps inside, her eyes scanning the dimly. Malone, she calls out, her voice echoing through the empty rooms. I know you're here. Show yourself. Seconds tick by in intense silence. Well, he drawls, his fears dripping with false charm. What brings you to my humble abode, Shelby? Shelby squares her shoulders, her gaze unwavering, as she meets Malone's icy stare. Don't play games with me, Malone, she resorts, her voice leeled with steel. I know what you did to Jill and Andrew, and I won't rest until I get the truth. Malone lips curl. Jill's been lying to you. She's the one who tried to kiss me. What? Shelby's blood runs cold at Malone's words. That's not true. You're just trying to manipulate me like you always do. But Malone's merely shrugs his expression. Believe what you want, Shelby. But just remember, you're the one who walked into my house uninvited, and now you'll have to deal with the consequences. With that, he turns and disappears into the shadows, leaving Shelby standing alone in the darkness, her mind spinning with doubt. Elusive and Shelby enters the hospital room, her heart heavy with worry for Jill. She approaches the bed where Jill lies, her face pale and bruised, but her eyes still filled with determination. Hey, Shelby. Thanks for coming. Shelby takes a seat beside her bed. Her gaze, how are you feeling? She asks softly. Like I've been run over by a truck, but I'll survive. What about Andrew? Have you found him? Yes, she confesses. Jill nods. Thank you, Shelby. You've always been like family to me. Tears prick at the corners of Shelby's eyes as he reaches out to squeeze Jill's hand. I'll do whatever it takes to keep Andrew safe. Promise me, Shelby. Promise me you'll protect him no matter what. I promise. I won't let anything happen to him, I swear. As is our moment of the danger, do whatever it takes to keep Andrew safe no matter what lies ahead. To be continued. So what about so she's fine, Andrew. What about Malone? Is he gonna not face the consequences of his actions? God damn it! It's Halloween, like this week, like it's Halloween this week, bro. I hope he faces it on Halloween. Right, guys, we're back. Let's see what's going on. Shelby's heart pounds in her chest as he stands before Jill's hospital room. She hesitates for a moment, torn between loyalty to her friend and the doubts planted by Malone's manipulation. What? Jill, we need to talk. Jill looks up, her eyes filled with confusion and concern. Shelby, what's wrong? So she came back here. I spoke to Malone. He told me what happened. Jill spurs. What do you mean? She asked, her voice tingling up her hesitance. Shelby swallows her throat, and he said that you tried to kiss him. She says, her words coming out in a rush, and that you fell down the stairs when he pushed you away. Jill's eyes widen in shock, her mouth falling in disbelief. Shelby, that's not what happened. Malone is lying to you. You have to believe me. Shelby's heart aches as the desperation in Jill's voice, but doubts continue to gnaw at her conscience. I don't know what to believe anymore. But if Malone said if what Malone says is true, I can't be friends with someone who would do something like that. Jill's face crumbles with anger. Shelby, please. You have to believe me. Malone is manipulating you. He's lying to protect himself. I'm sorry, Jill, but I cannot do this anymore. Our friendship is over. What? As she turns to leave, Shelby's heart shatters into a million pieces, torn between loyalty to her friend and the insidious seeds planted by Malone's deception. But deep down, she knows that she can't turn her back on the truth, no matter how painful it may be. To be continued. Are you actually kidding me? You're kidding me. Their friendship is over. Like, that's one of the best friendships in Melodrama. And you're telling me Malone's... I'm done. I'm done. Right, guys, we're back. Holy crap. Shelby's mind is a whirlwind of conflicting emotions as she makes her way back home to Malone. Doubt gnaws at her conscience, but the fear of losing Malone, the only stability she feels she has left, drives her forward. When she arrives, Malone is waiting for her with a concerned expression. Shelby, what's wrong? Shelby takes a deep breath, steeling herself for what she must do. Malone, I love you. Whoa, oh my god. A flicker of hope thing. For our wedding on Christmas Day, we'll face it together. They're getting married on Christmas Day, are you kidding me? Shelby buries her face in Malone's chest, the weight of her deception pressing down on her like a heavy burden. But in that moment, wrapped in Malone's embrace, she allows herself to believe that everything will be okay. Little does she know the extent of the darkness lurking beneath Malone's facade, or the dangerous game she'll eventually... she's unwittingly stepped into. But for now, all she can do is hold on to the fragile illusion for the storm that lies ahead. Wow. Are you actually kidding me? Guys, we're back. Oh my god. So, Lisa has returned. So, you know, that's her name, Peggy's mother. You know the one, Malone. As Peggy's mother returns, Malone's demand to see her echoes through the tense atmosphere. He paces back and forth, his eyes narrowed in determination as he waits for her arrival. When she finally appears, Malone's expression hardens, his jaw clenched in anticipation. Where is she? Malone demands, his voice low and dangerous. Peggy's mother meets his gaze. With a steely resolve of her own, you have no right to see her, she retorts, her voice tinged with anger. Not after everything you've done. Malone's grip tightens on his fist as he takes a step closer, his features twisted into his snarl. She's my daughter. I have every right to see her. But Peggy's mother, Lisa, remains unmoved, her eyes flashing with defiance. Not anymore, she replies firmly. You lost that right the moment you put her in danger. As tensions reach a boiling point, Malone's face contorts with rage, but before he can respond, Peggy's mother turns on her heel and walks away, leaving Malone seething with frustration. Go on! Malone deserves everything coming to him. Guys, it's getting so close to Christmas. I'm not even lying. We're nearly in December. I'm already crying. Like, seriously. It's getting a bit scary. As Peggy's mother confronts Malone, her eyes ablaze with a fierce determination, she squares her shoulders, refusing to back down in the face of his menacing presence. I know what you did to Trenton. Oh! She declares, her voice trembling with anger and disgust. You're responsible for his death, and now you want to drag Peggy into your twisted world. Malone's expression darkens, a cold fury flickering in his eyes. He takes a step closer, his voice a low menacing growl. You have no proof, he sneers. But Peggy's mother stands her ground. I don't need proof to see the truth. I won't let you anywhere near my daughter. With that, she turns on her heel and walks away, leaving Malone seething with frustration and uncertainty. The weight of her actions hangs heavy in the air, casting a shadow over his every move. Seriously, she needs to leave for good. She needs to leave. He's a very dangerous man. Don't think he knows about the manipulation, kidnapping Andrew, pushing Jill down the stairs. She doesn't know all about that. Also, of course there's no proof, I suppose. But go to Shelby or something. Expose him. Do something crazy. Expose this bitch. Guys, we're back. Peggy's mother fixes Malone with a steely gaze, her words cutting through the intense silence like a knife. You will never see Peggy again, she declares, her voice trembling with a mixture of anger and determination. I won't allow you to poison her mind with your lies and manipulation. Malone's face contorts with rage, his fists clenching at his sides as he struggles to contain his fury. You can't keep her from me, he snorts, his voice dripping with venom. But Peggy's mother stands firm, her resolve unshakable. I will protect my daughter from you at all costs, he vows, her voice ringing with conviction. You've caused enough pain and suffering. It ends now. With a final resonant grunt, she turns and walks away for a final time, leaving Malone seething with impotent rage. The realization that he has lost control over Peggy sends a chill down his spine, filling him with a sense of dread unlike anything he has ever known. And do you want to be on it? Do you want to know? He deserves everything coming to him. I'm not even lying. Malone deserves his comeuppance. It's coming. And it's getting close to Christmas. You know what I mean? Melodrama only goes to 3 times a week next week. So it's getting closer. We know it's coming. So, yeah. With Tom Rodrigo's already received his comeuppance, Samson's back. and stuff. So stuff is starting to start really heating up now. We're getting to the end of season 3 of Melodrama. So stuff's really going to start heating up now. Guys, we're back. In Malone's perspective, Christmas is just another day in his relentless pursuit of power and control. As he surveys the cityscape from his pentless perch, he sees not twinkling lights and festive decorations, but opportunities and obstacles to be navigated with future precision. For Malone, Christmas holds no sentimental value or nostalgic charm. It's merely a backdrop against which his musicians unfold. A strategic pause in the ongoing game of chess he plays with those foolish enough to challenge him. As he sips his expensive whiskey and surveys the city below him, he feels a sense of satisfaction at the chaos he's orchestrated and the fear he's installed in those who dare to oppose him. But beneath his cool exterior lies a simmering cauldron of rage and resentment, fueled by years of betrayal and injustice. He spent his life clawing his way to the top, leaving a trail of broken bodies and shattered dreams in his way. And now as Christmas approaches, he sees an opportunity to contend his power and eliminate anyone who stands in his way. As he plots his next move, Malone knows that the stakes are higher than ever. With enemies closing in from all sides and the spectre of the past looming large, he must tread carefully if he hopes to emerge victorious. But one thing is for certain, come hell or high water, he will stop at nothing to achieve his goals and secure his rightful place at the top of the food chain. You pushed Trenton to his death, my best friend. You killed him. You pushed Jill. You're Andrew's dad. Your comeuppance is coming. Guys, we're back, and it's the final Melodrama before Christmas Day. I don't even know if there's going to be a Melodrama on Christmas Day because I don't know what's happening. But who knows? Let's read. As the Christmas Eve choir reversal begins, his church fills with the harmonious voices of the choir members, including Jill, Clara, Claudia, Shelby, and Evie. Each woman stands tall, their voices blending seamlessly as they sing in unison. You'll probably hear them singing in the background, so yeah. Jill's mind drifts as she sings, her thoughts consumed by her tumultuous encounters with George and the shocking revelations she's learned. Throughout the year, despite the chaos running around her, she finds solace in the familiar melodies, using the music as a refuge from her troubled thoughts. Meanwhile, Clara's heart aches with a mix of determination and sadness as she sings. She longs for Toby to face the consequences of his actions, yet she can't shake this lingering pain of betrayal and violation. With each note she sings, she channels her emotions into the music, finding strength in the unity of the choir. Claudia's face beams with relief as she raises her voice in song, grateful for the absence of Tom Rodrigo's oppressive presence. Free from his manipulation and abuse, she embraces the joy of this holiday season, her voice ringing out with renewed hope and optimism. Shelby's eyes sparkle with anticipation as she sings, her mind consumed with thoughts of her upcoming wedding to Malone. Unaware of the dark secrets he hides, she revels in the excitement of their impending union, her voice rising with the promise of a bright future ahead. As for Evie, her voice trembles slightly as she sings, her nerves still raw from the past encounters with Samson. Despite her lingering fear, she finds courage in the support of her fellow choir members, their voices lifting her spirits and reminding her that she's not alone. As the choir's voice swelled to crescendo, the camera pans out to capture each woman in her element, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of the Christmas church's stained glass windows. And as the scene fades to black, a somber voiceover echoes in the darkness. Men, may they get what they deserve.
In sin and error pining till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth, a thrill of hope, a weary world rejoicing.
Well, I had to come and say hello, didn't I? That time of year again. Time of fun, laughter, magic. Wishes coming true.
Turn up for the books.
And my wish for you is that your Christmas is everything that it should be. Fun, silly games, family bust-ups, because it's not Christmas without a family bust-up. What I want to say to you is Merry Christmas. I don't suppose it's been all that merry, has it? Because when you love someone, when you really love someone, thought of losing them just makes you rage. There's been times when I've wanted to kick off, but had everything down. I suppose you've had some moments like that over the last few months, eh? But that's okay. You're not a saint and you don't need to be. You're just a lovely, lovely guy trying to hold his family together. Sorry, it's just... I can't help but get angry. I love you. And I always will.
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on, the feeling's here.
Quick, we don't want to miss the wedding. Woo!
Time of year. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
You know Andrew, he's watching The Wizard of Oz now. Don't worry, Shelby, I'll be there. I won't miss your wedding, that's for sure.
You can't lie any longer. I'm sorry, Shelby, you had to find out about this. He's the one who kidnapped baby Andrew.
That's not true.
God. Every word of it is.
Hello, boss? Yep, don't worry. All's good in the village this year for once.
Malone, you attacked Jill and you went after Trenton!
That's not how it happened.
He's a liar! Malone, stop lying! You can't erase what you did!
Look, I know I messed up. I know it. But I didn't lie to hurt you. I lied because I was scared. Scared you'd walk away before I even had a chance to fix it. You mean more to me than anybody. You don't walk away from me, Shelby.
Let go of me!
Ungrateful bitch!
Hey! That's enough. Don't you ever touch her again.
Oh, it sure is.
Malone has always been evil. He even has a baby with me. Her name's Peggy.
What?
Why do you think Malone really went to destroy the Beals? Because he wanted Andrew.
Malone targets Kyra and you. He tried to destroy my family. He must be taken down immediately.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you will. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, you won't start now. So I would call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. You are mine. Oh, 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 oh. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, where my faith would be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, where my faith would be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet me feel. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand.
Right. I'm off.
Well, just so you know, I made him promise to keep her safe.
What hero? Okay, well, do you know what? I'm gonna stay for another drink.
Yeah. Hey. Right. Okay. Able to. He'll be looking for me. What? Well, that means he's going to go to my house. My kids are there. He wants. He won't harm them. As soon as I've got this taxi, he'll be long gone anyway, so... Oh, God. He's cancelled again.
You shouldn't have to run away.
Well, what choice have I got? Do you know what? I'm sick of this. I am sick of insecure, perverted, screwed up little men trying to control us.
Why should you be the one to hide away in fear?
Yeah, sure house, your business, he should go.
You got rights. You have kept that family together.
You know, just because you married him once, don't mean you can't change your mind.
And we can't let men bully us, lie to our faces.
Oh, stalk us.
Or rape us.
Sorry.
Call him. Call him here.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell him that you and he ain't anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do?
It's us.
He's just overpowered.
Yeah, he ain't going to try anything with us here, is he?
No, he doesn't like to take his mask off in public.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's not stupid, is he? You know, we're witnesses.
Too right.
Bring it on.
If you really want to talk, I'm in the... Let's talk.
Merry Christmas, ladies. What a pleasant surprise.
Sit down.
Well, if you'll excuse us, this is a private matter. You come home, darling. We can discuss it.
Sit.
Get your coat. Come on.
She ain't going with you.
Thought you said you wanted to talk.
So shut it and let her say her piece.
Look, I know what happens when you women get together and drink too much white wine. But this doesn't have to turn into a big drama, does it?
I'm leaving you. It's over, and I want you out of my house.
Bitch. Well, she's well and truly brainwashed you. Oh, you don't want to leave us. Not really.
I'm not leaving. You are.
No one's leaving. So
For God's sake, will you just listen for once? I want to be with you. End of.
and do you think I'm going to listen to a little slapper like you?
You can't force her. Right, if she don't want to be your wife, you can't make her. She's right, and if you try anything, we'll call the police.
And you'll end up back inside again.
Yeah, I mean, we are all witnesses.
Yes, so don't be stupid.
Go on. Off you pop, little man. Go and pack your bag and crawl under the rock that you came from.
Somebody shut up! Suki, I love you. Okay? Just please, I can make you happy. Okay, I can be better. I'll give you whatever you want. Please, you just come home with me, because I need you. Please.
I can't bear to look at you.
Don't you say
What have you done?
You don't die. No, you don't get the easy way out.
If you killed him.
No, no, no.
Oh, where is he?
He's safe. Just leave.
No, no.
He's not here.
Just calm down.
You're not taking him. I won't let you.
I think you will. Or you just killed a man.
No one's gonna believe you. You're a kidnapper.
You're going to prison. Oh, you're going to prison, and I'm taking my son with me, so clearly I ain't safe here with you.
He's not your son. And if anyone's getting banged up, it's you. You're a child snatcher. And you know what happens to people like you inside. You will be put in isolation 23 hours a day with your own thoughts. No visitors, because you screwed your own family over. Let you see Peggy, and I swear to God, you will never lay eyes on her. Never. He is not your son.
What are you doing? He's alive.